Go. All right, today is August 15th. It's Monday, August 15th, and this is Michael. And CFRN. We're just going to go over the trades that set up this morning and the trades that we took this morning. Here on the ES, we didn't have that many trades set up. Today's been kind of a slow day compared to last Monday. At the open, this was a little pre-market here. There was some movement pre-market, but right after the open, we had a continuation trade right here. You see we had a little bit of a bubble down here, and price pulled back to the BBC and bounced off it for a couple of points. Did it again right here, pulled back, bounced off it. We got another bubble down here. This right here, the red bands outside the black bands, this is the bubble that I'm talking about. It pulled back here. I did take this trade. I missed these two. They were both good for a couple of points. I did take this trade right here, and I ended up getting a break even on it. That went up to gather its target up here. Then the next trade that I took over here, this was a mistake because we have an area right here above me that I shouldn't have been going long into. And I did go long into it. Typically this would have been a good setup, but this was a mistake. I'm just showing it to you. I made this mistake this morning. That put me down. That put me down 8 ticks. This right here got me break even, so I was still break even here. This got me down 8 ticks on the day. I got back to break even on this trade right here, the pullback. Alright, you see we had the bubble, the pullback down to the BBC. Took it right up there for a long trade, and that got me even on the day. Then we came over here and it was really choppy. The bands did not break out down here as we broke the elbows, so we didn't do anything. There was an opportunity right here that I missed. I didn't draw it in there, but right there was an opportunity that that popped up that we missed. I'm looking for the properties box. Here it comes. Hang on a second. You can tell I'm having a little bit of a memory issue here. Every time I run this recorder here, I have a little bit of a memory issue. But there we go. So you can tell that that went on to profit. I tried to enter down here on this pullback again. You see we had the bubble, and it almost pulled back, but it didn't pull back far enough to get me. By the time it did pull back, the bubble had collapsed and was gone. It came up here, and this is it right here. The breakout didn't match the breakout of the elbow, so there was no trade there. So there's nothing. So I am right now at break even on the day. Okay, on the ES, I think my ES DOM, I'll bring it up for you so you can see it. Give me just a second here. My ES DOM, where the heck is it? There it is. I'm at break even on the day. Alright, after a couple of trades. Now looking at the same stuff over here, the same market, okay, we're just going to look at the same market over here. This is the 10K, and you can see once we moved up here to this area, we got stuck at that area, and we were stuck there for an hour and a half, it looks like. Yeah, we're stuck in that range for an hour and a half. We finally broke out of it here. We came back down to the BBC, and we're bouncing off the BBC. You see we have a nice strong cycle right here, bouncing off the BBC after the bullish cross. If we closed up above the MA1 right here, I would expect it to get up here to this resistance area. Alright, it may not make it all the way to this area right here again, but we should get to this resistance area. Alright, I took a couple of YM trades this morning as well. One winning trade and one losing trade. My losing trade was right over here. Alright, we had a doji right here on the BBC, and the original trade was right here. This is the one that I should have taken, but I took one over here, and it stopped me out right here. Alright, I lost 12 ticks on that stop out. There was a trade set up over here, and I had suggested to everyone in the live trading room that if the trade makes it up to the MA1, you should take your risk off the trade, because there's a good chance it's going to bounce off it, and that's what it did. Over here, the market started to drop. We had a bearish cross right here. It pulled down, and I entered right over here on a pullback to the BBC. And on this one, I was looking at a 20 tick target, a 20-point target on it. But when I saw the market coming down here, I figured we were going to bounce off of this area right here, right in here, these two lows right here. And it actually went right through it. So I had trailed my stop up pretty quickly there. And I'll show you, I ended up getting all but one tick back. I got 11 ticks profit on that one. Then the market did fall. Okay. If you wanted to do the continuation trade over here, that's something you could have done, I guess. We had a bullish cross over here now. And depending on where this bar closes, it may or may not pull back to the BBC here. We'll see. If it doesn't pull back to the BBC, then we'll look for a pullback to the BBC for a possible long trade on that. All right, those were all the trades that I took this morning. So this is my YM DOM. I got -1 tick on the YM DOM, and a break even on the ES. So after all that trading last week, this week's been pretty dry so far. You know, last Monday I think I probably had about 20 trades by this time, and today I have five trades, and we're pretty much break even on the day. Let's see, other markets. Let me pop up the 6E here so we can take a look at that. All right, I'll show you this. The 6E has been pretty choppy here. It had a great run this morning. All right, I had thrown the volume on here for the guys in the live trading room, so you could see when the volume came into the market this morning. That's what my goal was. Oops, I just brought up a thing there. But you can see when the market really started to run this morning, and I believe Dwayne had a tweet here somewhere too to look to get in the market around here somewhere. When the market really started to run this morning, there were several opportunities to get into this on the way up. Several opportunities. So if you were a partner and you were watching the market at that time, you should have had a pretty active morning just from the 6E. If you're not a partner and you were looking at the tweets, you had an opportunity to get long down here somewhere. Not exactly sure where I think it was 42. I don't know where it was exactly. I don't remember exactly where it was that Dwayne made the tweet, but it was down there, and you had a great opportunity to get long. And that was the 6E. I'll bring the Russell up. The Russell's been pretty choppy today too, but I'll bring it up and show it to you anyway. All right, this is the Russell 3-tick range using the same stuff we were using last week. If we go back and look, there were opportunities here in the Russell. I didn't take any of them. All right, I was working with the other markets more than the Russell today. I didn't look at the Russell much at all. But right over here where we closed outside of the black bands right here, would have been looking to go long. Closed outside of the black bands here, actually right here, looking to go short. Up here, looking to go long, that would have stopped out. Down here, looking to go short, that would have been a nice trade. Up here, looking to go long, probably stopped out. Down here, looking to go short, probably break even. Up here, looking to go long, that would have given you something before it came back, probably break even on that one. Then down here, looking to go short, that would have worked out well. Up here, looking to go long. Over here, looking to go short. And this is a 3-tick range. You don't have to trade on this fast of a time frame. You can trade on whatever you want. But I could go on and go over all the trade setups, but you get the idea. There were a lot of trade setups, but it was pretty choppy. So you would have had to have had significant intestinal fortitude to keep trading. The wins were much bigger than the losses, and I think there were just more losses than wins, but the wins were probably 3 times the size of the losses in most cases. All right, let's see. That's it. That's pretty much it, guys. That was our morning. As I said, there wasn't much to go on this morning. The market was pretty slow, and even right now it's pretty slow. So hopefully we'll get some activity tomorrow. But not all days are perfect trading days or great trading days. We're -1 tick on the day so far. That's -$5 a contract.